Detroit Lions fans, Detroit Den 313 with Will back with another episode. Listen, uh coming off of a rough day yesterday. Well, a good day as far as football play goes, but a rough day for all of us Detroit Lions fans. Still, again, prayers up for Hutch. A little update for those who haven't heard: Hutch had a successful surgery for the broken shin. Um, it seems like everything went successful. He'll be back in Detroit here soon. Everything looks like he's gonna have a 100% um, recovery and be back to playing football soon enough. I'm one of those believers. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm putting it out there into the world. We're going to see Hutch coming back on the Super Bowl, and he's going to have a sack in the Super Bowl. You heard it here first. Hutch, if you see this, I'm speaking it into existence. Some business before we get off here today. We got this jersey. We got this jersey to give away. So one, well, I already know who it is. We did the drawing earlier. One of our lucky subscribers is gonna get themselves Aiden Hutchinson jersey, hopefully that they can wear when it's time for us to play in that Super Bowl. So we'll get to that at the end. But while I'm here, I want to talk about, and I kind of led into this a little bit with yesterday's episode, but I want to expound upon it a little more. You guys saw the thumbnail. Now, that guy on the thumbnail is a little bit older. So for those of you guys who are young that watch the podcast, I know I got a lot of the kids from my team that are pretty consistent with watching the podcast. You might not even know who that guy is, but that guy is none other than Buster Douglas. Now, what is Buster Douglas known for? He's known for doing pretty much the impossible. He's known for winning a boxing match against arguably the most dangerous man in the world at the time, in Iron Mike Tyson. I can't remember what his odds were to win that fight, but I'm guessing probably 1 in 1 million, and that might be being generous. Nobody in the world thought that Buster Douglas had a chance to win that fight against Mike Tyson, but lo and behold, he wins the fight. So why is that pertinent for the Detroit Lions, and why do I feel like it kind of feeds into what we got going on? If you know anything about that story, you know that Buster Douglas had just lost his mom recently before that fight, and Buster said that he wanted to win the championship for his mother, and he would win the championship for his mother. He told her that on her sick bed. So what happened? Buster Douglas defied all odds. He went out there, he took care of business. Buster Douglas went out there and he was ready for whatever, right? And that's why I wore my whatever shirt today. He was ready for whatever. It didn't matter what the circumstances were. It didn't matter who he was facing on that night. He was going to be ready for anything Mike Tyson had to throw at him. And he was. Buster Douglas got knocked down early, peeled himself off of the canvas, and proceeded to put hands on Mike Tyson. So that said, when I look at these Detroit Lions, I said it yesterday before the tweets and some of the stuff started coming out. I believe that these Detroit Lions are going to band together and stand together and play for Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson has been one of the heartbeats of this Detroit Lions team, and I can already see this situation bringing us closer together. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. This may be the worst thing that could have happened to the rest of the NFL, not the Detroit Lions, the rest of the NFL. Today, just cruising around on Twitter, looking for updates, looking for, to see what like the guys like Tim 20Man and the Detroit Lions official page are putting out, and some of the fellow podcasters, what they're hearing, what's the vibes, what's going on. And I happened to catch a tweet from Terry and Arnold just saying that, hey man, we're gonna do it for you, 9-7. The rest of the season is for you. That's what it's gonna be about. It's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be more of that. It's gonna be the Detroit Lions, who is a team that's already showed that they can be a tough, gritty team on a normal game day, as a normal team. But you give this team the same group of guys of purpose, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. These guys are going to be showing up, giving everything that they have to show up and show out for Aiden Hutchinson. And I know that at the moment that Aiden Hutchinson can be back on that sideline, he's going to be out there being a cheerleader. I can already see uh Aiden Hutchinson coming out, of the tunnel, even when he's inactive, and the crowd is going to be going nuts, probably chanting his name like Jared Goff. So I think that, guys, we need to be ready and not panicking. I've been seeing all types of stuff. The trade talk is unbelievable. We're talking about selling the house and the farm for these guys, these marquee upper echelon edge rushers. I don't think that that's what Brad Holmes is about, and I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to see some moves, some things are going to happen. I think we lost Pico and to a torn pec and obviously Aiden. We already had Marcus Davenport beat up a little bit. So I mean, this D line is beat up a little bit, but we still got dogs. We still got DJ Reader, right? Um, we still got Aleem McNeil. Both those guys have been playing out of their minds. We still got young guys like Makai Wingo, right? Josh Pascal, right? We still got guys. Isaac Uku, he looked serviceable out there this week. We still have guys that I feel like we can go out and win football games with. I don't think that we need to be panicking and giving up draft picks, because ultimately, what does that look like? If you go get one of these guys, uh, Max, or you go get um Miles Garrett, you go get Hakeem Reddick, you go get one of these guys, you spend money on these guys, you're going to have to carry their contract, and other guys are going to be coming to get paid, man. That is not what Brad Holmes is about. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Brad Holmes is looking to make the Detroit Lions a great football team for the next several decades. Not this season. He's not going for the Super Bowl this season like the Rams did. They said, hey, we're going to go all in on the Super Bowl, and then if we win it, cool, and then we'll go ahead and do what we got to do after that. That's not what Brad Holmes is doing. That's not what Dan Campbell is doing. That's not what she's doing. These guys are looking to make this team a good football team for decades, and we're doing it the right way. We're doing it through the draft, and we're doing it through. Actually, I'm not even going to spill the second half of that, because the guys that I think could be landing in Detroit are going to kind of be led into what I was about to say next. So, but I do think there's a trend. There's a trend to how Brad Holmes moves, and I think that he's going to continue along that trend, and we're going to be in a situation where we are just fine. We're still in Super Bowl contention. So, guys, don't panic. I know we lost a dog in Aiden Hutchinson. It broke my heart to see it. And I hope that he's in a good mental space and he's doing okay and his family's doing okay, because that was truly a gruesome injury. But we're going to be just fine as a football team. This team has been built on being ready for whatever, being a tough, gritty team that's going to take anything that they got to take and just keep coming at you. So just like we did in the football game after we lost Aiden, we continue to make plays. We continue to press on and press forward. That's what we're going to see for the rest of the season, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. So that said, to this order of business, right? To this order of business back here, this Aiden jersey. So the winner of the jersey, I didn't have your real name, so I only have your Twitter name. It is uh same old two step on off of Twitter. So same old two step off of Twitter. You did follow all the rules for applying. So I do have you. I'll reach out to you and let you know. But same old two step, you won yourself an Aiden Hutchinson jersey. So I'll be getting that shipped off to you. Now, if you could, throw us a little post and a shout out, that would be great. But you won yourself an Aiden Hutchinson jersey, man. Congratulations. And appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the show. That said, guys, that's it for today's episode, man. Aiden is having a speedy recovery. Thank goodness for that. And we're just gonna keep chipping away. Looking forward to seeing if we acquire somebody, who it'll be. I'll be putting some thoughts out later on to tell you who I think may be the next edge rusher coming to the Detroit Lions. Like I said, that's it. Peace.